what is a div button? And question 2 is, why is a div button a challenge?
You could have ended the second question at why is a div button?
Why is a div button? Okay. So then why is a div button? I feel like we're getting existential here.
It's every day of my life. It's why is a div button? Why is a tree grid? Why are tooltips? Yeah, so a div button is like a button, like when you say button to a lot of web developers, they picture something, right? Like it's an image in their head, and usually it's, I don't know, the thing with the background and rounded corners with a text on it or an icon or something. Like there's certain visual conventions that tell people who can see that they should click on a thing, and make it a little different from a link. A link has its own visual convention. So when a lot of people think button, they think the visuals of button. But the thing is, like, a button does a lot more besides the visuals. And the button element encapsulates all of that. You can style it. It has kind of outdated button visuals, but you can style it to have current button visuals, and it does everything else that a button is expected to do. Like, it activates with a keyboard with enter and space. It's focusable. It gets certain color affordances in high contrast mode, things like that. Like, there's all of these affordance. I use the word affordance, but like all of these behaviors and things built into a button that go beyond the pure visuals in like normal color mode or default color mode. And a div button is recreating only the behavior with a mouse and like default color mode appearance using a div with an on-click handler, usually.
Interesting. Okay.
So it looks like a button and you can click it with a mouse or with a touch screen. But otherwise it doesn't work with a keyboard. It doesn't look like a button in high contrast mode. It's not focusable, all this other stuff.
Okay. Okay, so basically it's taking what you know was perfectly fine and usable, throwing that out and deciding, hey, let's build something from scratch, and that thing that we've now built doesn't have all of that usability then that you just highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the why is a div button question, I think it's because like a lot of tutorials, a lot of like beginning web tutorials make buttons out of divs, and I think there's this mistaken, in my opinion, notion that divs are easier to style than buttons. Like, I don't, like, buttons to me are pretty easy to style. Maybe I should. I mean, like, if you can style anything, I feel like you can style a button element.
Yeah. No. Hey, and one of the things I always like to make clear is that everything that Sarah's saying and everything that me as Christopher that I'm saying, this is always our own opinions, which is also then in turn my way of saying, hey, feel free to have opinions here. So yeah, that's perfectly that's perfectly acceptable. So yeah, 100%.
I don't mean to be like, oh, CSS is easier, you know, but in as much as CSS is easier or difficult, I feel like styling a button is pretty
right
unexceptional.
Yeah. That if you can style a div tag, like you said, you could probably style a button as well. Like, yeah. A lot of those same things apply.